Yep, we're calling it. It wants to die out so bad. So 42 miles, we'll call it, because I sat at a red light for like 2 minutes. So 42 miles, we'll just call it there. All right, I gotta shut this thing off and fuel up. Hello everyone, I'm gonna try to do as best as I can to get this video down to the shortest version possible, because I know that I have a tendency to ramble, and like I'm doing right now. But one thing I want to make very clear about is the reserve capacity in the gas tank for RAV4s, but in also other vehicles. Most cars, zero is not actually zero. They do this so that way you don't kill your fuel pump, and that when you're actually at zero, it sets in a panic mode where you're like, okay, I absolutely have to get gas. However, I tried this with my 2019 RAV4, which I'll try to show you right here, where I've gone, in fact, well over zero where it says refuel, and I was able to actually get in the cold weather 42 miles. Now, are you able to get a little bit more or a little bit less? Yes, it all depends on different variables, how your car's set up, modifications, temperature outside, the type of gas that you use. But overall, the idea is the same, that there is some kind of capacity past zero. And I will tell you that everyone gets themselves in an unfortunate situation, or they get thrown a deck of cards that they just kind of have to play. So once in a while, if it calls for you needing to go a couple miles past zero, it's not the end of the world. Should you do it on a regular basis? Absolutely not. But if you had to, in once in a blue moon situation, or whatever the case may be, you have to get the hell out of Dodge, just know that there is a capacity of roughly 40 to 42 miles. Again, highly depending on all these different variables: the car, how it's treated, the different type of gas, the temperature outside, winter or summer blend gas additives. It all plays into what you can get. I'm sure you can, on a 65-degree day with no HVAC being used, with the highest quality gas possible, 100% pure gas, and you set your cruise at 55 miles an hour on the highway, and you're going upwind, and there's no draft, you're not fighting wind or anything like that, you could probably get a little bit more. But on a worst case scenarios basis, I gave myself 42 miles, because that's what I got. And I did this right before I got the fuel pump recall actually done. I was riding on the fuel pump that was recalled for about a good, I would say, a year, a little bit over a year. But I knew that the appointment was coming for it, so I wanted to suck out as much as I could, because they were replacing a couple parts, including the fuel pump. And if I was going to kill it, I might as well just kill it when I know the following week I had an appointment. Again, this is all my 2019, but I'm showing you here on my 2023 going past zero again, for the reasons that I just mentioned. Sometimes you might get into a scenario where you have no choice. Some cars are better than others. Some cars are worse than others. I know on a good variety of the different years of the Toyota Tundra, there's like a 5-gallon reserve capacity on some of them. So it just all depends on the kind of car you have. But don't chance it. If you absolutely have to, especially if you have a RAV4, just know a couple miles past zero is fine. One thing I must mention right now is the hybrid RAV4s, including the Prime. Do not do this. Do not actually go all the way to zero to the point where your engine cuts out and your fuel pump just, where it's trying to suck in fuel, but it can't. And it actually kills your engine, because your engine's thinking, okay, what's going on? We can't get fuel delivery. It'll actually cut off your engine, and your power steering will still work until you bring the car to a stop. But if you bring your car to zero on a hybrid, it will go into some kind of lockdown in the computer, where you actually have to have a technician plug the computer in to the car's computer and reset some type of parameter or some type of lock or fail-safe on a hybrid. Because if you go run out of zero, you will not be able to just put gas in and start right back up like the gas models. Or I'm sorry, I should say the all-gas models. The hybrid and Prime, if you try to do that, it won't let you turn it on. You have to actually get it towed, or if you were able to get somebody with their laptop from the dealership to come out to your car and turn it, reset this parameter, or whatever the case may be. But just don't do this on a hybrid. If you're going to go a couple miles past, is fine, but don't drain it out just because you want to be the world record holder of who can go the furthest past zero on a RAV4. I've already done that. Don't try to beat me, because you're going to run into other problems. I was stupid enough to do it because A, I don't own the 19 anymore. Missed that car. And B, I put it all on the line for you guys to see this in the name of, I guess, science, or just, flat out stupidity, or something along the lines of that. But please just be smart about this. Understand that there is a good buffer. If you are in an emergency situation, you need to go 5 or 10 miles past zero. especially if you're going a constant speed and you're not just sitting there in bumper to bumper traffic, which it'll be even less. Just know that if you had to go a couple past, you'll be fine. But be mindful on a hybrid of going actually to 0 where there is no gas in the car, because you will lock up the computer and it's a big mess. And I heard that Toyota won't warranty that one. So even though it's just a matter of going in the computer and there's nothing to void the warranty on, they're probably still going to charge you a half hour of labor, or like a quarter or 15 minutes of labor for them, the technician, to come out and do it. And labor rates are expensive. It's not free, from what I've heard a couple people try. But either way, I hope you enjoy me rambling on like I'm doing now. I just wanted to make that clear of the concluding thoughts of going past 0 is fine in a couple of oddball scenarios, but not so far deep down where you actually you deprive the fuel pump of actual gas, and you're 40 something miles in. 5 or 6, 10, something like that is fine. And that's all I wanted to show you guys. So with that being said, please enjoy the rest of the video. And I have other points to make, as you'll see here. So thanks again. Just so, okay, 3.9 miles, but I'm idling right now. So let's just call it 4 even. You can go a little past 0, but again, you shouldn't. So that's just all I wanted to talk about. And I just wanted to inform you guys on that. And this is also universal for other different cars too. So use at your own discretion, because you're smarter than me. Yummy shell. Yeah, she needs it right now like a bad habit. Drink it up. I wanted to show you how clean my car. I just got my car detailed. I'll show you look how clean that is. Nice thing about other people getting gas is all the other pumps slow down. I like pumping slower because you get more gas in. But my God, look how good that looks. Unreal. Still got to figure out the cameras and this flower and focus button, but I suck at camera. Don't hire me as a photographer ever. Take a guess at what my car's done up with. I'll give you a hint, it's not ceramic coated. But if you follow me on different forms of social media, you know what this car's got. Take a guess. If you win, I'll PayPal you absolutely nothing because I'm broke as shit. One more little bonus tip I'll actually give you guys, because I care about you, is that this is a 14.1 or 14.3 gallon fuel tank. I'll put it on the screen here. That's how close I got. And I did something very stupid. And I did this for you. I actually filled my car up to the neck, and I only have done this one other time. But I'm going to go drive it real good to get all this down, and I'm going to open the cap to get some air in there. Again, do not ever do that. I know I'm going to get the comments just absolutely annihilating me, but I did it for you, just so we can do some calculations and see some things. So you're welcome for putting my car on the line with its good old RAV4. This picture is the time that I did it back several months ago. I think I had maybe 1,100 or 1,200 miles on my car at this time. When I took this picture, I went about 3.5, almost 4 miles past 0. I did this twice, like I mentioned in the video, because I want to make sure my results are accurate, and they are. Again, if you had to go a couple miles past 0, it's okay to do so. Just don't make a habit of it, because you will start running into other issues, including damage with fuel pump and possibly hurting injectors. Just make sure you be mindful about it. But if you absolutely had to, for an emergency situation, go whatever 5 or 10 past 0, or even a little bit, as you have seen in the beginning of the video, just know that it is possible. Thanks for watching.